Hi guys, welcome to doing your hair color at home. So I'm going to show you guys how to do a root touch-up on yourself. Very easy, very simple. Should only take you about 10 minutes to actually apply the color, so just follow along. So before you get started, you're going to lay out all of the contents of your color kit just in front of you. So have that all laid out, easy to access. You're going to want to also grab 4 clips or 4 hair ties to section your hair, a brush or a comb, and then some extra paper towels or a towel just in case any color spills. Okay, so before we get started on the color, make sure that you're wearing something that's really easy to take off that you won't have to put over your head. So anything like a zip up or a robe is perfect. So I brushed through my hair, and next we're going to go ahead and section it. So you can either use a comb if you have one, or you can use the color brush, the tail end that's included in your kit. So now we're going to section the hair from ear to ear, and then one just down the back of your head. So one section going down the center. So I'll show you guys how to do that. So we have our ingredients here. So we're going to first take our color tube A, and we are going to use the back of the top to actually puncture the top of the color tube. So that's how you're going to be able to get it open. We're going to pour the ingredients into the bowl. So you're going to get all of the color out of the tube, and then you're going to set that off to the side. Next, we're going to take our bottle labeled B, and we are going to pour the entire bottle into, we're going to take the little cellophane off, and we're going to pour the entire bottle into the bowl. So we have measured it out for you, so you do not need to measure it. So you're just going to let it pour into the bowl. We're going to take our color brush here, and this is what we're going to be using to mix it. So you're going to want to start off very slowly through the top and almost start folding the color in to itself. So just on the corners of the color bowl. You definitely can use your hand to anchor the bowl, so that way you have more control. Then you're going to want to start to really get the color into itself. So keep folding. Alright, so now that we have our hair color mixed up and our hair sectioned out, I just want to talk to you guys about a few things before you actually start your color application. So the first thing I want to talk about is the line of demarcation. So a line of demarcation is where your natural color ends and your artificial color starts. So it's basically the line where the two meet. So when you are applying your hair color, you really want to start by applying your hair color directly onto the scalp and then feather it down to that line of demarcation. You do not want to overlap the two. You really just want to marry them. The other thing that we're going to be doing for the application before we get started is whichever quadrant, whatever side you're starting on, we are going to outline the entire quadrant. So when you go in, I'll show you guys when I actually apply the color, you're going to be outlining this entire quadrant just so that you can stay really organized within your section. We're also going to be working from top to bottom in 1/4 of an inch horizontal sections. So you're going to be taking really almost paper thin sections that you're going to be flipping over to the other side, and then the back we're going to be flipping those forward. So just follow along and I'll show you how to apply a root touch-up on yourself. Okay, so the last thing you're going to want to do before you get started on your actual color application is you're going to want to remember to put your color protective cream on around your entire hairline. So it's labeled C. You're just going to dip your hand into the pot. You'll put it on the back of your hand like this, and you're going to take it and you're just going to apply around your entire front hairline, over your ears, and through the back. Okay, so we have just finished our root touch-up color application. So now we're going to let the color process for 40 minutes, and there's a few things you can do during the processing time. So the first thing I want to talk about is if you have any leftover color. So if you do have leftover color, you're going to want to dispose of it into the trash can. We're not going to want to put it down the drain just because it is a chemical. The other thing I want to tell you guys is that once you have mixed the color tube and the activator together, over time they do deactivate. So you're not going to be able to use any leftover color for another application. If you need a second application over this time span or time frame, we can definitely send you another color kit. So just make sure that you are disposing of it after this use. The next thing you can do during the processing time is you can grab an old towel or a dark towel or any towel you don't really care about, and you can set that next to the shower so you have that ready. Just in case for whatever reason you don't rinse the color thoroughly from your hair, you have a towel you can use that you don't care if it gets a little bit of color bleeding onto it. The other thing that we want to do is we want to grab a cleaning solution spray or a sponge that we can bring with us into the shower just to make sure that we're not staining the tub or shower as we're rinsing the color from our hair. So you can just spray down the shower after you rinse it and you'll be good to go. The last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is actually rinsing the color from your hair. So when you get into the shower, you're going to rinse your hair with water, just letting it run over your hair for about 30 seconds. Then you're going to want to make sure that you bring your color gloves into the shower with you, and you're going to use your fingertips and just emulsify your scalp. So just really using massaging motions directly on your scalp and making sure that you're really targeting this back area and the top of your head and making sure that you really break up the color with just the initial rinse. After rinse the color out and the water is running clear, you can then shampoo your hair with the professional shampoo that we provided for you and then condition as normal. So after that, you'll have your towel set up for you and you have your cleaning spray, so you will have a good at-home hair color experience. I hope you enjoyed this video and let us know if you have any questions at all. Thanks so much for watching.